Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
I'll trust water bottles and a flashlight to save the day, but I'll be proved wrong.
With a tornado approaching, I'll realize that I like a wheelchair-accessible shelter.
When the floodwaters rise, I'll be up in the attic with 20 cans of beans. It's a recipe for disaster.
let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
My mom has taken up going to the park to practice yoga.
My dad's going to a club, but not a book club, a salsa club.
Finding new hobbies comes with age.
My mom has started getting lost and not knowing where she's going.
Becoming lost or disoriented doesn't. Confusion with time or place may be a sign of Alzheimer's. An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Ladies and gentlemen, step on inside. It's Big Top Sports, your thrilling ride. From the Chicagoland to lands afar. With Derrick Geyer, your sports czar. The game's the place from field to rink. Hot debates, fast takes, no time to blink. The Windy City roar, the fans ignite. Your circus of sports under radio light. Big Time Sports, feel the roar. Where the wild games come to score. Geyer guiding the sports fan from the heart of Chicagoland.
And welcome in to another edition of Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer. And joining me in studio this afternoon, it is the one, the only Andrew Scheid. How the hell are you doing, Andrew?
I'm doing all right, Derek. How are you doing?
I mean, I'm good, but I just don't really know. So let me ask you this question, because I've been seeing it all over everywhere, and I just want to make sure that I am not actually living in a dream at this particular moment in time.
Yeah.
Did, in fact, the Chicago Bears come back from a 21-3 halftime deficit to win by the score of 31-27 over the Green Bay Woodpeckers, Fudge Packers?
Yes, they did. And I'm as shocked as you are by that.
Oh my God, the Chicago Bears actually won on Saturday! I wasn't dreaming! Okay. I think I'm a little theatrical about it, but I just had to check, and holy smurf! Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Life is good here in Chicago for the moment, but I will say this.
What but?
I will say that there were some problems. Why was it a 21-3 deficit at halftime? It should never have been that.
Okay, let me backtrack.
Yeah.
Okay. The Bears won.
Right. First playoff game in 15 years, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact of not only did we win, we ended Green Bay's season.
Sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na, hey, 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 Green Bay sucks. Sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na. Hey, 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 Green Bay sucks. Oh, it feels
that's so good.
Good to say that. Oh, great googly moogly. Okay. Okay. I need to get a little bit of wind back in my sails here. But hey, thank you for tuning in on this Bears victory wild card Monday on Big Top Sports, WRMN 1410. And if you want to be a part of the conversation, please feel free to call in at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. You want to see our lovely mugs on the tube of views. That's youtube.com at WRMN Radio. That's youtube.com at WRMN Radio. Oh, okay. The amount. So I was talking with you via text before we actually got in here in the studios, and
Right.
I am just absolutely tickled pink at all the pettiness and all of the fun memes as Elgin's finest goes by to on a call. But anyway, all the pettiness and all the memes and all the postings and the GIFs or GIFs or I mean, and not to mention all of the Green Bay Woodpeckers fans, all the Green Bay Fudge Packer fans posting their videos as they are watching the Bears win and the Packers absolutely smurf.
You know the best part about that is I was at like a family watch party Saturday night for the game. And one of my best friends in the entire world, we grew up together since first grade. The only bad thing is his father is from Wisconsin, so he's a Packers fan and always has been. I said to my father before the game starts, should I text him? And he's like, don't start something you ain't going to be able to finish. But we finished it. And oh, God.
Well, I mean, okay, I get where you're coming from. I get where your dad was coming from. And the funny thing about that is it's kind of apropos considering the fact of the amount of absolute trash talk that, one, the Green Bay Packers players was talking over this past week leading up to the game. Two, the amount of trash that the Green Bay Packers fans were talking up until this game this past Saturday. So this is where my level of pettiness is with all of that, where it's like, okay, well, I did think that the Bears were going to win. My goodness, I did not think that it was going to be an absolute Smurf show until the fourth quarter.
Right.
Because my goodness, and I've got a story about that too. I hope it's just not a little too graphic or whatever for radio, but I'll get to that some point on this show. But I mean, talk about writing checks with your mouth that your actions did not absolutely back up with on the field of play. And oh my good graciousness, it was, I don't even know. I am almost speechless in doing this right now. I shouldn't be speechless, but at the same time, pinch me. I mean, pinch me.
Right. And
like,
I was
holy Smurf.
Constantly the second after the game ended, my mom goes, so you and Derrick got a lot of talk about on Monday. And I said, I was kind of unpacking that while watching the game because I was thinking of it both ways. Okay, if they win, there's things we could say, but if they lose, there's also things we could say. But it was already playing out while watching the game.
Yes, and I mean, and I shut the game off in the third quarter. I'm going to be completely and totally honest with you and everyone out there. I shut the game off at the third quarter. I'll get into that story on the other side, or maybe after we take a phone call or two. But I mean, yeah, because talk about being absolutely, man, I was so pissed off. I was so just absolutely dejected. I don't know how you could come out so flat in this game against the Green Bay Packers to where they were talking so much Smurf over the course of last week. Right. And, we want the Bears. Right. Oh, we didn't want Philadelphia. We wanted the Bears. Oh, we got some get back to get. Well, you know what? Read between the lines. Packers fans. Packers. You guys on the radio, you can't see me holding up my hand to the camera here on the youtube.com at WRMN radio. But, if you want to be a part of this conversation, please feel free to call in at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. Or chime in on youtube.com at WRMN radio. That's youtube.com at WRMN radio. And we will return after this break. Big Top Sports, WRMN 1410 AM. I'm Derrick Geyer. He's Andrew Scheid. Back in a few.
I am a non-attorney spokesperson representing a team of lawyers who help people that have been injured or wronged. If you've been involved in a serious car, truck, or motorcycle accident or injured at work, you have rights, and you may be entitled to money for your suffering. Don't accept an offer you get from an insurance company until you talk to a lawyer. And we represent some of the best personal injury lawyers you can find. Tough lawyers that will fight to win your case. And they're so good they stake their reputation on it by only getting paid if you win. So if you've been in a serious car, truck, or motorcycle accident or hurt on the job, find out today for free what kind of compensation you may be entitled to. Call the legal helpline right now.
800-257-3148. 800-257-3148. 800-257-3148. That's 800-257-3148.
When our nation calls, patriots answer. The U.S. Volunteers Joint Service Command stands ready, honoring our fallen heroes through military funeral honors and serving communities during natural disasters and emergencies. If you're 18 or older, you can serve close to home with free training and just one Saturday a month. Prior service with honorable discharges are welcome. View our website today at usvjsc.org. We are patriots. We are always ready. We are U.S. Volunteers, and we want you to join us.
I know we're at an at-will state, but for making a comment, like, hey, your hair looks good. And then I got a call from HR saying, hey, you know what? You're under investigation. Do I have any recourse?
Were you fired?
No, not yet.
The problem, Eddie, is they can fire you for any reason they want. They literally can wake up in the morning and say, you know what? I'm a little bored this morning. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to fire Eddie for no reason. Yep, he can do that. Yeah, that's California. Yep, welcome.
Handle on the Law. If you're injured and need a lawyer, go to handleonthelaw.com.
Most people out here think that taking care of one another is important. And most people would step up for a neighbor going through a tough time. Most people around here help out friends and family when they need it. But the funny thing is, most of us won't look for help when we need it. If you're struggling with mental health, you should know that there are resources out there that can help. And it's okay to talk about it if you need to. One place to get started with information is loveyourmindtoday.org. Loveyourmindtoday.org offers a range of guides, instructions, and insights for dealing with difficult situations or getting through a tough time. If you're struggling with mental health, get the help you need, because most people out here really care. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Welcome back into Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer, and one Mr. Andrew Scheid. I can't believe I just called you Mr. You're like 35 years younger than I am.
I'll be 26 in March, but yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that would be only...
What, you're only, 28, right?
Well, yeah, right, I wish. When's your birthday in March?
March 15th.
Yours is... No kidding. I'm the very next day after that.
Oh.
So, yeah, I will be turning 50 as you are turning what?
26.
Bite me. And on that pleasant note, I'm going to go to the phone lines here and... Hello. Hold on. Before you say one word. Hold on. Don't say anything. Welcome in Dalton Cooper of
What's going on, guys?
On the Rise every Saturday morning from 10 until noon. How in the hell are you doing today, Dalton?
Oh, man. I just like you guys, I am still on cloud 9 from Saturday. We were fortunate enough to go to the game, sat in 131, about 6 rows off the field. It was my first ever NFL playoff game, and boy, oh boy, it did not disappoint.
Okay, so do me a favor. What side were you on? Were you on the visitors or Bears side?
We were on the Bears side. We were right there. Amazon did the game. Obviously, we were like right in front of like the setup or the where they do the halftime and pregame and postgame show.
Okay, so do me a favor. Did you partake in tailgating?
No, I didn't get down there early enough to do any of that.
Okay.
But I know Blake did. I definitely enjoyed the tailgate. We walked by some tailgates. We wanted to get into the stadium early just to kind of take in the atmosphere.
And with that being said, what was the atmosphere like at the very beginning of the game?
Oh, man. It was, like I said, it was electric. There was not a butt in a seat to be found. I think we stood most of the game. I think the only time we really sat down maybe for TV timeouts or
okay.
I don't even think halftime people sat down because I think one we were a little disappointed to say the least. We were all kind of in shock of what is going on, but the Bears had us right where they wanted us, I think.
Yeah, sure. Hating
That's
life
been
and
story of the year.
Never a doubt.
I didn't realize you were doubling as a comedian, Dalton.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're there. The first half plays out, down 21-3. What was that particular vibe like in the stadium at that moment in time?
Yeah, I honestly, personally, I was more shocked at their inability to run the football as successfully as they have basically the whole entire year. We saw Derrick Henry really handle the Packers, in week 16 of the regular season. Fast forward kind of going into this game, the Bears had not run the ball as well as they have liked the last couple weeks, and we really thought that'd be a big emphasis, but they just didn't have a lot of success. And the first half, the Packers were rolling. It felt like Ben Johnson was getting out-coached in the first half, and it seemed very apparent that he was getting out-coached. And, the second half rolls around, and then I guess all gloves were off. It was just time for guys to go make plays.
Okay, so, couple of field goals in the third quarter, then that 25-point deluge that the Bears put on the Packers. So what was your first inclination? And you said that you were down there with Blake as well. So I'm kind of curious as to okay, man, this doesn't look so bad. What's going on? Because, I turned the game off in the third quarter after Caleb Williams threw that interception. And I'll get into that story at the later point in the show. But what was the feeling like then?
Honestly, the third quarter started exactly how the Bears needed it to. They got a very quick 3-and-out. You could kind of feel the momentum building at that point. When they got that quick 3-and-out, then they drove down the field, got that field goal that you were mentioning. But honestly, we were all joking because in between TV timeouts, they do the guess the neighborhood in Chicago, and they gave this guy a clue, and you could tell he had no idea what neighborhood they were asking for, and he just randomly said Des Plaines and got on the first try, and that's what we all the section that I was in all kind of looked at each other. I was like, is this the omen? Is this guy is the rallying cry that we needed, to get the Bears going? And then it was all but over at that point, in my opinion.
How nuts was it after the Bears actually pulled out the victory over the Green Bay Woodpeckers, the Green Bay Fudge Packers, the Green Bay Packers? I mean, just go through like what you were experiencing as a fan in Soldier Field at that particular moment in time, and maybe like the reactions after the game.
Yeah, honestly, nobody left. Like, I saw very few people leave. It's almost like we were waiting for an encore or for something else to happen. There were not a lot of people. I mean, people were maybe moving closer to see more of the post-game coverage from Amazon, maybe, yell at some players and stuff like that. But it was just hugging, cheering. I mean, it was from in a time of the world that we're in right now, it was just great to see the community and like the city and like just, 70,000 people come together for one great cause and just to appreciate the football game that we just witnessed. I mean, the way that we were kind of talking about it, maybe leading up to the weekend, obviously through your show as well, like what would be a good way to beat the Packers? Or, some people were talking about, the walk-off touchdown was great, to go out and dominate the Packers would be great too. But man, it's something about the way they came back in that game, the way that it just unfolded. I don't even know if you could write a movie script about it, Derek, the way it happened, to be completely honest. It was just insane. And we learned that we have two absolute animals on this team in Caleb Williams. Completely, he is resilient. He may bark at people, but if you look at every great quarterback along the way, they are a barker. They're a vocal leader. They get guys where they need to be. They set the tone in the right way. And by God, Green Bay Packer fans had to be sick about making fun of Colston Loveland getting picked, because that kid, people forget he's 21. He's the youngest guy on the team, but he is an absolute dog. He blocks, he catches. They ran the same corner route. It seemed like almost every other play, and every time they ran that corner route, he was always open for 15, 20, 30 yards at a time. And it's something. We're excited. We should be excited for the future, even if things don't, go as well as we hope the rest of the season. Obviously we're all hoping for, the granddaddy of them all, but the future is very bright for the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love it because talk about snatching defeat from the jaws of victory on the Green Bay Packers side of things. And then the Bears snatching victory from the jaws of defeat and snatching the soul out of the Green Bay Packers and their fan base. Oh, I love it. It's awesome. It's awesome. I'm inventing new words here too, but great googly moogly. That sounded like one hell of a place to be on Saturday. Dalton, I appreciate you calling in and regaling me what it was like to actually be there, from the heartache and then the jubilation and the pure joy. How did you notice if any Packers fans stuck around after that?
Oh no, there were very few and far between. You would see a couple of green dots here and there, some cheeseheads every now and again, but Chicago definitely showed out. There was not as many Green Bay fans in attendance as I thought there would be, and we kind of got spoiled a little bit because the pregame there was a nice snowstorm that happened. We probably got close to a half an inch to an inch of snow probably an hour before the game, and I was hoping it was going to continue to snow just to have that effect. And it just felt like something magical was in the air when that snow was coming down. Some of the biggest snowflakes I've ever seen on the lake. And, it really hurts my heart how all these people want to build domes now, and just to take that characteristic out of the city, out of the game itself. And yeah, it was just, it was a sight to see.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, thank you for calling in, Dalton. You guys can hear Dalton Cooper on his show, which is On the Rise, every Saturday morning from 10 until noon with Mike Napolitano and Nick Johnston as well. Thanks for calling in, Dalton. I appreciate it.
Yeah, see you guys. Love your show.
Thanks, man. And on the other side, I'm hoping that we get to a little bit more callers, or, we've got one that's been holding on. But you are currently listening to Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM. We will be back after this bottom of the hour break.
Brought to you by Progressive. Illinois is seeing a slight drop in Affordable Care Act enrollment this year after enhanced federal tax subsidies expired. State officials report enrollment is down about 4%, with more than 445,000 residents still signed up. Nicor Gas has filed a request with the Illinois Commerce Commission seeking a $221 million rate increase. If approved, customers could see their monthly bills rise by about $6 beginning in 2027. Consumer watchdog groups are criticizing the request as a money grab. Governor J.B. Pritzker has signed a battery storage and energy omnibus bill into law. Senate Bill 25, also known as CRGA, comes as a recent state study warned of a credible risk of electricity shortages across Illinois within the next 5 years. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
My doctor told me my cholesterol is borderline, so I took control with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula. Garlic helps maintain healthy cholesterol safely and naturally. It's odor and taste-free, and Garlic is a world leader in garlic potency. I'm taking charge of my cholesterol with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula, cholesterol's natural enemy.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The term natural references only the garlic in the product. Use as directed.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com, because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S, ethos.com/Mike.
When disaster strikes, flood or fire, every second counts. At Emergency Construction Group, they specialize in immediate response and same-day service for any residential, commercial, or industrial emergency across the Chicagoland area. With over 30 years of experience, they've got the expertise, manpower, and equipment to handle any size loss fast. They follow strict IICRC guidelines to restore your property the right way, the first time. Their team values transparency, constant communication, and strong ethical standards because your peace of mind matters. Licensed, bonded, and insured, they're here for you 24/7, 365 days a year. Call 855-4ECG now. That's 855-432-4669. Or visit their website at emergencyconstructiongroup.com and let Emergency Construction Group put your life back together one step at a time. That's Emergency Construction Group. Your satisfaction is their passion.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Brought to you by Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blade. This afternoon, sunny with a high near 43. Temperatures falling to around 37. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 33. Temperatures rising to around 35 overnight. Tomorrow, partly sunny with a high near 49. Looking ahead to Wednesday, a chance of snow showers with a high near 28. Currently, it is 39 with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
You can swirl it, you can sip it, but the best way is to share it. Hey y'all, I'm Deanna, a team member at my local Chick-fil-A. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and new frosted sodas and floats is how well they go together. You get that bold flavor of the Coke mixed with the smooth deliciousness of the vanilla ice cream. You have a juicy filet and a smooth, creamy float. It's an awesome pairing.
Order a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and a new frosted soda and float at your local Chick-fil-A restaurant. Real team member paid for their testimonial.
Ladies and gentlemen, step on inside. It's Big Top Sports, your thrilling ride. Big Top Sports, feel the roar. Where the wild games come to score. Geyer guiding the sports band from the heart of Chicagoland. Football frenzy and hoops so high. Baseball swinging as seasons fly. Hockey blades cutting swift and true. Sports carousel spinning just for you. Big Top Sports, feel the roar. Where the
And welcome back into Big Top Sports here on a Bears Victory Monday on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly. And joining me in studio, it is the one, the only, Mr. Andrew Scheid.
How's it going, everybody? How's it going, Chicagoland? How you doing, Derek?
You know what? I need to do this again because I am feeling so pretty and so petty. Na 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 na. Hey hey hey, Green Bay sucks. And with that being said, I'm going to go to the phone lines right now. Don't say anything, caller, but I want to welcome you in now.
Thanks for the warm welcoming there, Derek and Andrew. How are you guys doing today? Happy Bears Victory Monday and Bear Down.
Doing pretty good, Nando. Nando is usually a caller of the WRMN Morning Show with Susie C. and Elliot the L Train Serrano. I will get to Susie C.'s question after this phone call. But how are you feeling today, Nando?
Man, I'm just skipping, brother. Just skipping with full of joy. Because Derek, I believe like when our baseball season was ruined by the Milwaukee Brewers, brother. I know we're known for the Bears are known for a football town, so I'm glad that the Bears returned a favor to their football team. So that was my cherry on the top of that celebration for me. And Derek, I went to go breakfast the following day on Sunday, and just to see all the people all dressed up in their Bears gear, and just listening to, oh, did you see this play or that play, and so and so. It just, gave me goosebumps, brother. I mean, that was awesome just to be part of that as a community viewer. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Was there anything going on like, okay, so everyone's in their Bears garb, their, Bears paraphernalia, you're like, just like high-fiving or like, doing the whole like, head nod or whatever?
Well, there were three of our finest there from our local town, the police officers. Okay. I bought them breakfast. That's how happy I was, brother. I am not even lying. I'm not making this up. I had a few other people come in, from friends from out of town. Mm-hmm. And me and my wife just treated these guys. It was their table and then our table. It was nice. And then, of course, our waitress, she had her Bears gear on, and it was nice, just pouring coffees left and right and just to see people coming in. But just listening to the generations, like the youngsters and then the older ones,
they have no clue.
This or that. So that was awesome. That was a good experience, brother, for me.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because as me and Andrew were talking a little bit a while ago about our age differences, and I think when you turn 26, there's going to be a 24-year age gap between us. So you really haven't. And I'm talking to you, Andrew.
Right,
you really haven't experienced a Bears season to where the Bears have actually been in the playoffs, won a game, especially as big as one this past Saturday with the Packers. So, I mean, this is kind of like essentially your first taste of it, right?
Yeah, I was there in 2006, 2008 against the Colts. It wasn't a good showing, though.
Yeah, but you were like 7, 8, 9 years old at that time.
This is the first one, yes, as an adult, I get to fully, truly experience. Yeah,
I mean, you got Peyton Manning. I mean, when the Bears lost to the, Indianapolis,
which sucks because I'm a big fan of all the Mannings, so that one really sucked.
Yeah, that kind of sucked. But well, Nando, I do appreciate you calling in. I do, appreciate your fandom, for both the WRMN morning show, my show, and, well, WRMN in general, because if it weren't for folks like you, we would not be here doing what we're doing. So I do appreciate you calling in, man.
Anytime, brother. Big bro hugs again. Happy Bears Victory Monday. And you take care, Andrew. Nice to hear your voice, too, brother. Take care.
Take care.
Have a good one.
Yes, sir. You too, Derek. Bye.
And that was Nando, usually a voice and contributor on the WRMN Morning Show with Susie C. and Elliot the L Train Serrano. And getting back to the WRMN Morning Show with Susie C. and Elliot the L Train Serrano, I've got Susie C's question of the day for Blues Day Tuesday. It is, name a male singer with a unique voice. You know what? I think I'm just going to have to toss my hat in the ring on that one because, well, na 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 na, hey hey hey, Packers suck. Oh, come on, Andrew.
You switched it up, but no. You said Green Bay sucks the first couple times.
Okay, fine. Okay, you do have a point there. Yes, but go to the WRMN Facebook page, click on it. Click on Susie C's question of the day, and it is going to be what I said. Name a male singer with a unique voice. And for the life of me, I can't think of any male singer that does actually have a unique voice. Maybe except for the late, great Ozzy Osbourne, because, man, mother, I'm coming. No, I'm not even. I can't even do that justice.
A lot of people might say Michael Jackson, but I don't want to start stuff there. But
well, he has a good voice. The dude from Disturbed.
I can't think of his name now.
Well, there's David Draymond. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. Whenever I see like the YouTube stuff or like his concert stuff, and he's just like super cool and super chill till, well, his fans, really Disturbed in general. That's the type of music that I listen to. But do you have anything that comes to the top of your head?
No?
No,
not off the top of my head, no.
And, as I said before, if you want to be a part of this conversation, please feel free to call in at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. And you could also comment on our YouTube at youtube.com at WRMN Radio. Leave a comment, and we will probably get it on air. So, and with that being said, stay tuned for our upcoming segment. No, actually, it would probably be our fourth, but whatever, which will be... what, our numbers thing? What is that?
By the numbers.
By the numbers with, or who's the one that
Larry Mayer.
Thank you.
Senior writer for the Chicago Bears.
Oh my goodness, the phone lines are burning up today. Wait, okay. Hello, caller. What is your name?
Would be Frank.
Frank. Okay, hold on a second, Frank. I know this voice. Don't say anything. Hello, Frank. Okay, what are you calling in about, Frank?
Well, happy Bears Monday to you, pal.
Well, happy Bears Victory Monday to you. And can on the count of three, could I get a Packers suck? 1, 2, 3. Packers suck. Oh, that feels so good. I love being so petty. Oh, okay. Welcome to the Petty Machine on Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM. What would you like to talk about, Frank?
Well, one thing I wanted to stress, if you turn around and look at that first half, Derek, how the defense was...
Keep it clean. Keep it clean because I know how smurfy they were. Go on.
I'm keeping it clean. That they were playing close. Then all of a sudden they turn around in the second half. They spread it out, and all of a sudden now they're coming from the ends in to pressure Jordan Love. Now, why couldn't they do that in the first half? They would have probably had less points. And then we would have been more relaxed instead of me having a pacemaker and worrying about the pacemaker going off and having a heart attack.
You want to handle that one?
Well, Derek and I did talk about this before the show started. I guess other news channels have gone to cardiac doctors and asked them, is this healthy for Bears fans to be watching close games like this and blah, blah, blah. And this cardiologist said it'll get your blood pressure up, but it's very rare to see a heart attack caused by that.
And I mean, yeah, and I'm not there. I'm not quite up there yet. I mean, as far as age and everything goes, but I know my heart was beating out of my chest because I was absolutely pissed off. And I could only imagine that I'm not the only Chicago Bears fan that was pissed off about that as either. And I know you were probably pissed off about that as well, Frank. But the one thing that I may hazard a guess with is that, well, you often hear about the halftime adjustments being made. And I definitely think that was one of the things that Dennis Allen might have seen and might have talked to his coaching staff about. Because with that being said, that is the only thing that like really jumps out at me is the fact that, yes, they came out and they made halftime adjustments. And unfortunately, with the injury to, what was it, TJ
Edwards.
I mean, that might have actually been a blessing in disguise, so the next man up mentality. But, I mean, I don't like seeing any player hurt, but geez Louise, in getting pissed off and turning off the game and then turning it back on after I heard that the Bears were making a comeback of it. It was a hell of a lot better because it seemed like the Bears secondary and the linebackers, not to mention Sweat as well. It seemed like they kicked it up a notch.
Yeah. And even Ben Johnson said that in the locker room, even though his number may not be all over the scoring sheet, he was all over the quarterback the whole game, and that was Montez Sweat. It may not have resulted in a lot of sacks and all that, but he was all over Jordan Love that whole game.
Yes, he was. And did you two guys realize that this Sunday, depending on what goes on tonight, we play the Rams. The forecast so far for Sunday is 18 degrees plus snow showers. So what happened in 1985 when we faced the Rams in the championship game, Derek?
I do believe that they beat the holy living snot out of the Rams.
And what was the weather like?
If I'm not mistaken, pretty close to what that is. But I mean, on the flip side of that coin, I mean, it's Matthew Stafford. The one thing that I actually enjoyed about the Rams game over this past weekend was the fact that, well, sorry to say, and maybe I'm being a bit of a hypocrite here, is that, well, Matt Stafford got hurt. And he's suffering some kind of finger injury on his throwing hand.
Yes.
And with that being said, I said it.
Is this table wood? Is this table wood right now?
Table one?
Is this table wood? Because you need to knock on wood.
No, I just knock on my head. I just knock on my head for that. So yeah, okay. It's Matt Stafford. He's not too far removed, as far as I'm concerned, playing in the elements in Chicago, because obviously he played for the Detroit Lions for all of those years. The one thing that might be a boon for the Chicago Bears going into this Sunday's matchup against the Los Angeles Rams is the fact that, well, his finger is hurt on his throwing hand, and I have not seen the injury reports coming out of it. And again, with that being said, Frank, thank you for calling in. I appreciate it. I got to get to a break.
All right. You guys have a great Monday, and then we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, sir. You too.
Bye.
And thank you for the callers calling in. This has been absolutely
usually we get like one or
breath
two.
Of fresh air for this Bears Victory Day Monday. You're currently listening to Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer and Andrew Scheid, and we will be back on the other side.
Get ready for an unforgettable night out in downtown St. Charles at O-Shows, where live music, dining, and entertainment come alive. Visit the iconic Arcada Theater at 105 East Main Street and experience the venue voted Chicagoland's premier entertainment destination. Whether you're enjoying a headliner concert, dining at Rock and Ravioli, or hitting the speakeasy at Club Arcada, O-Shows creates memories. Tickets and event info at oshows.com, and you can call 630-962-7000. That's 630-962-7000. Make your reservation, bring your friends, and plan your next event at O-Shows. Live music, dining, and entertainment, all in one place. Visit oshows.com and join the fun tonight. Supporter of the America's First Responder Fest.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the better business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
When it comes to orthopedic and spine surgery, Prime Healthcare St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin leads the way. Recognized by U.S. News and World Report as a high performer across multiple surgery types, we offer advanced and minimally invasive procedures supported by state-of-the-art imaging technology. Our expert surgeons and compassionate care teams are here to help you move, heal, and live better every step of the way. St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin, exceptional care close to home.
If you turned 65 recently like me, it's important you find a Medicare Advantage plan that gives you the coverage you're looking for. But finding one can be difficult. The best thing I did, and I suggest you do the same, is call a licensed insurance agent and let them walk you through your Medicare Advantage plan options. There are so many benefits you have access to, so make the call now and let the representatives explain everything to you. Our licensed insurance agents can offer you a variety of Medicare Advantage plans. Plus, the call is free, the information is free, and there's no obligation to enroll. We're here to make it easy for you to select a Medicare Advantage plan that may work for your needs. Finding a Medicare Advantage plan can be easy if you do what I did. Make a quick call right now to learn more. Thank you.
800-433-3082. 800-433-3082. 800-433-3082. That's 800-433-3082.
Here on WRMN Radio 1410 AM Big Top Sports with yours truly, Derrick Geyer and Andrew Scheid. Well, this has been a pretty fast-moving show as far as I'm concerned, Andrew.
Yeah, it really has been.
And, well, apparently not only is it going fast for us. Oh, wait, let me pass this through, but I'm trying to do multitask here and not necessarily going the way that I would like to every once in a while, but even Pope Leo is getting in on it because let's play this. So a couple of Bears fans are, there is Pope Leo's cavalcade going through. I'm not exactly sure where that was, but that was courtesy of ABC Channel 7 and back on December 31st. But some Chicago Bears fans, they're giving Pope Leo a Bear shirt.
Right.
Because, he's the Pope. And he's from Chicago with the Jardinera. No, nothing. Okay.
Here's one thing I want to say about that. It's a good thing we started with that, because one thing I wanted to say before we went to break, and I didn't get a chance, this run the Bears have been on all year has really brought Chicagoland together, because there's not a lot of things that Chicagoans can agree on. We're split when it comes to baseball. Not everybody's a hockey fan, and not everybody's a basketball fan.
Yep.
But when it comes to the Bears, we're all together on one team.
Well, you definitely hit the nail on the head with that one, because it is, first and foremost, the Bears rule Chicago, Chicagoland, and, well, they also travel, because you're talking Arizona, California, Florida, wherever.
Right.
Wherever it is warm in these cold months in January, February, hell, March, even going back into probably November, December, of course. But yeah, there's a lot of snowbirds. There's a lot of Chicagoland area folks or expat Chicagoans that are in these warmer climates. So, yeah. And one of the things that I thought was remarkable in Saturday's Bears 31-27 victory over the Green Bay Woodpeckers, the Green Bay Fudge Packers, the Green Bay Packers, was the fact that despite Caleb Williams tossing 2 interceptions, and despite the Bears not getting any turnovers, and on Friday's show I said that I thought that they would get at least 2.
Right. And I thought there would be at least 1 to 2 in there, but I also teams know that Chicago is good at that now, and they know they're planning for it.
I don't necessarily know if you could plan for it, plan to prevent the ball from being taken care of. But
I should say scheming to protecting the ball a little better.
Gotcha.
Better way to put that.
And the Bears still won, turning the ball over twice. I mean, granted, it was on a 3rd and long or a 4th down play where Caleb Williams threw the ball up, and instead of the defensive back for Green Bay knocking the ball down, he caught it. He got the interception. Woohoo! And he's mugging for the cameras and everything, and he's running to the other end zone. But hey, dumbass, you just cost your team 30 yards of field position. So thank you for that.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of it was a lot of people said, we gave Green Bay too much time at the end when we finally got up 31-27. Jordan Love's not that good under pressure. And we've seen it time and time again. So I was not worried with 1:30 on the clock.
No, at that particular moment in time, score. I get it. I understand it. But with that being said, you cannot win the game if you cannot put more points up on the board than the other team. You are currently listening to Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM. Back at the other side.
Is diabetes keeping you from enjoying life's special moments? At US Med, we understand the challenges you face, and we're here to help.
With US Med, I can finally manage my diabetes without it managing me.
US Med offers a wide range of services to simplify your diabetes care. Personalized care plans, convenient access to cutting-edge diabetes tech, and knowledgeable support. Plus, we'll check your insurance so your diabetes care may be covered at little or no cost to you.
With US Med, I feel confident and control of my diabetes. I can finally live my life to the fullest.
Don't let diabetes hold you back. Choose US Med and experience better birthdays, better adventures, better anniversaries, and better everything. Call now. US Med. Better service. Better care. 800-785-1673. 800-785-1673. 800-785-1673. That's 800-785-1673.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410 Elgin time, 5 o'clock.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by Progressive. Illinois is seeing a slight drop in Affordable Care Act enrollment this year after enhanced federal tax subsidies expired. State officials report enrollment is down about 4%, with more than 445,000 residents still signed up. Nicor Gas has filed a request with the Illinois Commerce Commission seeking a $221 million rate increase. If approved, customers could see their monthly bills rise by about $6 beginning in 2027. Consumer watchdog groups are criticizing the request as a money grab. Governor J.B. Pritzker has signed a battery storage and energy omnibus bill into law. Senate Bill 25, also known as CRGA, comes as a recent state study warned of a credible risk of electricity shortages across Illinois within the next 5 years. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
My doctor told me my cholesterol is borderline, so I took control with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula. Garlic helps maintain healthy cholesterol safely and naturally. It's odor and taste-free, and Garlic is a world leader in garlic potency. I'm taking charge of my cholesterol with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula, cholesterol's natural enemy.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The term natural references only the garlic in the product. Use as directed.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com, because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S, ethos.com/Mike.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by Progressive. Governor J.B. Pritzker has signed a battery storage and energy omnibus bill into law. Senate Bill 25, also known as CRGA, comes as a recent state study warned of a credible risk of electricity shortages across Illinois within the next 5 years. Illinois is seeing a slight drop in Affordable Care Act enrollment this year after enhanced federal tax subsidies expired. State officials report enrollment is down about 4%, with more than 445,000 residents still signed up. Nicor Gas has filed a request with the Illinois Commerce Commission seeking a $221 million rate increase. If approved, customers could see their monthly bills rise by about $6 beginning in 2027. Consumer watchdog groups are criticizing the request as a money grab. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Logan Fury did something smart. He saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. With that money, he bought a mini treadmill. Is walking on it during video conference calls more distracting than he thought? Yes. And is that because he overestimated his foot-eye coordination? Definitely. But it's Logan's savings, and if he wants to burn calories and any chance at a promotion, we say, good for you, Logan. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blade. This afternoon, sunny with a high near 43, temperatures falling to around 37. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 33, temperatures rising to around 35 overnight. Tomorrow, partly sunny with a high near 49. Looking ahead to Wednesday, a chance of snow showers with a high near 28. Currently, it is 39 with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
You can swirl it, you can sip it, but the best way is to share it. Hey y'all, I'm Deanna, a team member at my local Chick-fil-A. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and new frosted sodas and floats is how well they go together. You get that bold flavor of the Coke mixed with the smooth deliciousness of the vanilla ice cream. You have a juicy filet and a smooth, creamy float. It's an awesome pairing.
Order a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and a new frosted soda and float at your local Chick-fil-A restaurant. Real team member
There's a price war in the insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call the Term Lifeline right now and see if you can save 40%. $500,000 plans and up, that's our specialty. Even great smokers' rates. Protect your family today. Call the Term Lifeline right now for a free quote. 866-509-TERM. 866-509-TERM. 866-509-TERM.
Growers, retailers, friends of the field, welcome back to Field Goals by UPL North America. Playing today is new Intrava DX herbicide, the game-changing pre-emergent weed control champion with up to 28 days of residual control and the first new active ingredient in corn in more than a decade. And its opponent, troublesome broadleaf weeds and grasses, including atrazine and HPPD-resistant weeds. And folks, it doesn't look good. Hit your field goals by contacting your UPL retailer today to see how you can score Intrava DX herbicide and other crop protection products with UPL Unlimited Financing. Always read and follow label directions.
Ladies and gentlemen, step on inside. It's Big Top Sports, your thrilling ride. From the Chicagoland to lands afar. With Derrick Geyer, your sports czar. The game's the place from field to rink. Hot debates, fast takes, no time to blink. The Windy City roar, the fans ignite. Your circus of sports under radio light. Big Time Sports, feel the roar. Where the wild games come to score. Guiding the sports band from the heart of Chicagoland.
No, don't adjust your speakers. That was just me feeling it with the guitar solo there here on Big Top Sports on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer. And in studio today is one Andrew Scheid.
How's it going today, Derrick?
Oh, I am over the moon. Now it finally feels like after getting this past hour of Big Top Sports out of the way, I finally feel like I am in a place to actually realize that the Chicago Bears did defeat the Green Bay Woodpeckers, the Green Bay Fudge Packers, the Green Bay Cheese Turds, as someone on the the text line had said. So, yep, I did miss the Cheese Turds on that one, so I do appreciate them hipping me to that one. And with that being said, if you want to call in and talk about, we're doing all things Chicago Bears today. So if you want to call in, 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. Or join us on the tube of views at youtube.com at WRMN Radio. That's youtube.com at WRMN Radio. And you can see our lovely, smiling, happy faces here on this Bears victory Monday. Jeez, I almost forgot what frickin' day it was. I'm just so over the moon that we don't have to deal with the Green Bay Woodpeckers, Packers, Cheese Turds any longer the rest of the season. And even still, you know what the best part is?
Tell me.
They that I'm referring to is the Green Bay Packers and their fans have to deal with a full and complete offseason knowing that the Chicago Bears came back from a 21-3 halftime deficit and sent their asses a-packing. The pack, get it?
I do get it. Okay, I do get it.
If I have to explain the joke, then the joke is not that funny. But anyway, and then don't forget, go ahead, go to WRMN's Facebook page and check out what the WRMN morning show's question, or Susie C's question of the day is for Blues Day Tuesday, 113. It is name a male singer with a unique voice. Well, I guess it's not really the question of the day. It's more of a statement. But name a male singer with a unique voice. Go to the WRMN Facebook page and comment on there. And this is the moment in the show where we do our little, what are we doing, Andrew?
By the numbers.
By?
Larry Meyer, senior writer for the Chicago Bears.
Okay, and for those of you that are new to Big Top Sports here on WRMN, it is basically, well, Larry Meyer, he takes numbers from the previous game's performance of the Chicago Bears. Andrew gives me that number, and I try to guess to see if I am correct. So, what do we got for the first number, Andrew?
This one actually should be pretty easy. 18.
18. Caleb Williams' number.
You would be right in that respect, but wrong for the answer to this question.
Number 18. What is? Oh, you finally become an adult.
Yes, but not for this question.
Okay, give it to me.
Okay. Deficit in points the Bears overcame, the most in a postseason game in franchise history, and the most in an NFL playoff game since 2022.
Awesome. Yeah, I like that. That's a good one. Packers suck. Go ahead.
25.
Oh, why do I feel that is the number of points that the Chicago Bears scored in the fourth quarter?
Because you would be absolutely correct.
Oh, by the way, here's that button.
All right. Number 4.
No, it's only number 3. Oh, you mean the
number is 4.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was the number 3 question. The number 4. The number that DeAndre Swift wears for the Chicago Bears.
Right, but wrong for this question.
The number 4. I don't know how many Texas Chainsaw Massacres that they came out with, and I don't even know why I came up with that one. Okay, well, since I am wrong, why don't you tell me?
4 teams have rallied to win a playoff game after trailing by at least 15 points in the fourth quarter. The Bears are the first to do it since the Patriots rallied from a 28-9 deficit to beat the Falcons 34-28 in overtime.
In the Super Bowl.
In the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was actually going to bring it up. I had absolutely no idea that it was going to be by the numbers. But guess who the quarterback's coach was for the Atlanta Falcons after giving up that 28-3 victory or loss, as it were, to Tom Brady and the Patriots? Come on.
Don't tell me that was Matt LaFleur.
So Matt LaFleur, the coach of the Green Bay Packers, was also on that lopsided come-from-behind victory or loss, as it were, in the Super Bowl. And now he's doing it again as the head coach of the Green Bay Packers. Next
number is the number of 1.
Is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. Yeah, the number one. Yeah, I got nothing.
Head coaches in Bears history that have won a postseason game in their first year at the helm.
And I read that.
Ben Johnson became the first individual to achieve that feat Saturday.
Oh, that's awesome. Go on.
361. This one I did not know until I just said it, so this one might actually shock you.
361?
Yeah.
No, it's the number of passing yards that Caleb Williams had in the game yesterday.
Yep.
Hey, get your hand away from that no button. I was right, damn it.
I'm on the mouse.
Oh, you're on the mouse. Okay. I thought it was like hovering above the no button there.
361 passing yards by Caleb Williams, the most by a quarterback in Bears postseason history, topping Mitchell Trubisky's 303 yards, January 16th of 2019.
Yeah, he's just breaking all sorts of Chicago ineptitude at the quarterback position records. That was a great sentence, by the way. Go on. Come on.
The number one. Yes, the number one again.
Seriously?
I'm not.
Are you smurfing with me right now?
No, I'm not. For everyone that is listening in their cars or watching on YouTube, I'm not.
Okay, hold on a second. The number of cards that you need to have in your hand before you say uno.
Yes, but...
Okay, well, give it to me, big boy.
1, rookie tight ends who have caught at least 8 passes for at least 100 yards in a playoff game in NFL history. Colson Loveland accomplished that feat with 8 receptions for 137 yards, including gains of 29, 22, 22, 21, and 19 yards. His 137 were the second most in Bears player in postseason history, trailing only Allen Robinson with 143 yards. The same day Mitchell Trubisky passed for 303.
Those were a whole hell of a lot of numbers. What do we got next?
Okay.
Come on.
51.
Dick Butkus's number.
You would be right, but not for this question.
Hold it up to the microphone when you're hitting the no button.
Okay.
This way people actually get in on the, can hear it. The number 51. What is one more number than half a century?
No.
Much better. Okay, give it to me. Hit me.
51 yards. Kyle Santos field goal traveled in the fourth quarter. The longest in Bears postseason history, topping Robbie Gould's 49-yarder. The best to beat the Seahawks 27-24 in overtime, January 14th of 2007 at Soldier Field.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I kind of forgot about that one, but yep.
Next one, 37.
37?
Yep.
37.
I kind of, I remember this play, so yeah.
Okay,
I thought it was a little longer, but yeah, 37
okay. So
right.
If you're saying that you remember this play, I'm going to cherry pick and say it was a Duvernay return.
Yeah. 37 yards, Devin Duvernay covered on a third quarter punt return, the second longest in Bears postseason history, behind Hugh Calamore's 81-yard touchdown against the Packers December 14th, 1941 at Wrigley Field.
Okay. Well, yeah, I could see that being a long, long time ago. Yep. Come on.
I'm not joking, but the number one, this is not me.
The number of fingers that I'm giving you right now.
It's not me. Wave the Bears.
You okay there? You getting a little choked up? Am I taking it a little too far? You realize that you need to, talk into the microphone after I give these stupid Smurfy answers to where I'm like setting you up to use the no button.
Yeah, but that one was just too bad, man.
Oh,
because,
okay, so
why is there 3 ones in by the numbers this week?
Okay, so the number one yet again.
Exactly.
Well,
games the Bears have won this season without generating a takeaway. We've actually talked about this earlier in the show.
We did. Okay, so moving on. Get the number ones out of here.
Yeah, really. The number 5. I think we got 2 more here. Number 5.
The number 5. The number. I don't know. I don't know. Go ahead. Hit the button.
Penalty yards.
Oh, son of a. Yeah, the number of penalty yards that the Chicago Bears had, they had 2 penalties for 5 total yards.
The fewest in a game since November 16th of 2020, when they also had 5 yards.
Okay, next one.
Last one, 12.
12. Well, I guess the number of the total number of victories that the Chicago Bears have on the 2025-2026 season. No. Well, okay then.
Years since the Bears did not punt in a game.
They didn't punt?
No. I just realized that too when I was sitting there reading it. I'm thinking back. No, they never punted the ball.
How? Oh, yeah, that's because they went for it like 3 times, and that third, oh my God, they went for it 3 freaking times in the first half. And not only did they go for it on 3 times, but the reason why I thought I had so bad of a feeling was when they decided not to go for it on, or they went for it on like what was it, like 4th and 8, 4th and 5 or whatever, it was on their own 30-ish yard line.
I think that had to be Ben Johnson sticking it to Matt LaFleur on that play. It had to be.
Yeah, well, in that case, Ben Johnson decided to show his butt to Matt LaFleur, and Matt LaFleur did not miss with that one. But anyway, this has been
By the Numbers
by
Larry Myers, senior writer for the Chicago Bears.
And with that being said, you are currently listening to Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer and Andrew Scheid. We will be back after these.
Kick off your weekend with a little flair. It's Dino's Night Out every Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. on WRMN 1410 AM. Dino brings you the best of the Fox Valley's entertainment scene. Live music, local artists, street festivals, great eats, and the personalities behind them. If it's happening, Dino's talking about it. And bringing the spotlight is none other than the legendary Arcada Theater, located at 105 East Main Street in St. Charles. Catch dinner, drinks, and a show, all under one historic roof. So whether you're making plans or just love to know what's hot, make it a date with Dino's Night Out. Fridays, 2 to 4 p.m. on WRMN 1410 AM. Or stream it live at WRMN1410.com. Dino's Night Out, powered by the Arcada Theater, where Fox Valley comes to play.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
WRMN's Fantasy Football Blitz, live Saturday mornings from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Live on YouTube/WRMN. Get the hard-hitting facts and statistics to help ignite your team into the fantasy playoffs. Don't set your roster until you listen to the experts on WRMN's Fantasy Football Blitz.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
If you build a relationship, then it becomes easier. If you build trust, it becomes easier. As a parent, you want what's best for your child. To give them the love that a child needs, it's probably the best thing you can do for a teenager.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low, and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability, or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
And welcome back into Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer, and in studio, Andrew Scheid, as we are talking about all things Bears wild card victory over the Green Bay Woodpeckers, the Green Bay Fudge Packers, the Green Bay's cheese turds as well. So, Andrew, what was the most shocking thing for you in this Bears game that transpired on Saturday?
Now, this goes back to a play that I'm not sure what it was, but Caleb Williams goes to throw a pass to Roma Doomsday, and I'm not sure even when he let go of the ball that he even had a foot on the ground. I'm not even sure he had a foot on the ground.
Okay, so you're okay. So the pundits have been claiming this as the whole jump pass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some people have called it the Jordan pass because people have said he looked like the Jordan logo.
And that is exactly where I was going with that, because now all of a sudden, if you are Nike and you are Michael Jordan and, Caleb Williams is doing his Superman Smurf like that, and he is doing a jump pass like that, which, I mean, if you really wanted to look at it, you could probably superimpose Jordan's logo over that.
Right.
Now all of a sudden, hey, Caleb, hey, Nike, hey, Jordan, look who you've got to rep your new Air Jordan football cleats. None other than Caleb Williams.
Right.
Because that right there.
Well, and even Caleb Williams said in a press conference, the postseason is where he said it like this: the regular season is where you earn your paycheck, but the postseason is where you get recognized, you get noticed,
you build your legacy.
Exactly, you build your legacy.
And and while Caleb Williams was only 24 of 48 for 361 yards, 2 tutties, 2 passing touchdowns, 2 interceptions, at a 50% completion there, it is. I don't care. I don't care about any of these numbers. I don't care about any of like the rushing stats. I don't care about like who got what receiving yards, even though, I mean, Colston Loveland, 8 receptions, 137 yards, a tutty or whatever.
Yeah, as long as 29, it says here.
I mean, it is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And let me just say this. Yes, the Chicago Bears did not get any turnovers. Yes, the Chicago Bears turned the ball over twice. They did cause 4 forced fumbles in that game on Saturday.
Right.
Did they recover anyone? Any of them? No. But even with that being said, the second half for the defense and the Chicago Bears was absolutely awesome. And I will get to the story of when I realized I should turn the game back on the other side of this bottom of the hour break. Go ahead, Andrew.
Well, life, right? I mean, this is just how the season has been, right?
Yes.
It's a story of the Chicago Bears season. I just hope that it doesn't play out that way this Sunday against the Rams.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that, hey, Mr. Mayor from Inside the Numbers from the ChicagoBears.com, I'm surprised that he didn't have number 7 on there. The number of times that the Chicago Bears have come back from behind.
Now eclipsing that Peyton Manning mark.
Yeah. So, my goodness. I mean, it's been fun. Okay, the Bears victory actually happened. This show is Big Top Sports. You're listening to WRMN 1410 AM. Back in a bit.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by Progressive. Illinois is seeing a slight drop in Affordable Care Act enrollment this year after enhanced federal tax subsidies expired. State officials report enrollment is down about 4%, with more than 445,000 residents still signed up. Nicor Gas has filed a request with the Illinois Commerce Commission seeking a $221 million rate increase. If approved, customers could see their monthly bills rise by about $6 beginning in 2027. Consumer watchdog groups are criticizing the request as a money grab. Governor J.B. Pritzker has signed a battery storage and energy omnibus bill into law. Senate Bill 25, also known as CRGA, comes as a recent state study warned of a credible risk of electricity shortages across Illinois within the next 5 years. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
My doctor told me my cholesterol is borderline, so I took control with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula. Garlic helps maintain healthy cholesterol safely and naturally. It's odor and taste-free, and Garlic is a world leader in garlic potency. I'm taking charge of my cholesterol with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula, cholesterol's natural enemy.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The term natural references only the garlic in the product. Use as directed.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com, because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S, ethos.com/Mike.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf.
800-234-0316. 800-234-0316. That's 800-234-0316.
Before the weather gets too cold, it's time to finish up those outdoor jobs. That's why ComEd wants you to know that electricity can jump from a power line to you and to the tools you're using. So maintain a safe distance from any power lines. You can also call ComEd at 1-800-EDISON-1 to have those power lines de-energized the next time you do any work around them. Stay smart, stay safe, stay back. ComEd, powering lives.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Progressive. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 33 and winds up to 15 miles per hour. Tomorrow, partly sunny with a high near 49, temperatures falling to around 46 in the afternoon, and winds up to 35 miles per hour. Currently, it is 36 with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. See guarantee details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Only available with TurboTax experts. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
Ladies and gentlemen, step on inside. It's Big Top Sports, your thrilling ride. Big Top Sports, feel the roar, where the wild games come to score. Geyer guiding the sports band from the heart of Chicagoland. Football frenzy and hoops so high, baseball swinging as seasons fly. Hockey blades cutting swift and true. Sports carousel spinning just for you. Big Top Sports, feel the roar, where the wild games come to score. Geyer guiding the
And welcome back into Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer, and also joining me in studio, it is Andrew Scheid.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy to be here.
Happy to have you, Andrew, as always. I'm glad that you are recovered, that you are no longer on the IR, putting yourself on the shelf. Missed you last week.
Yeah, I missed you too last week, but it's nice to be back here.
It's always good to have you in studio. It's also good to have others in studio as well. And it's also good to have you, the listener, calling in and giving your feedback on how you are feeling about the Chicago Bears beating the Green Bay Woodpeckers, the Green Bay Fudge Packers, the Cheese Tours. Oh, and, if you want to be a part of this conversation going forward, please feel free to call in at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. And you can see us on the tube of views at youtube.com at WRMN Radio. That's youtube.com at WRMN Radio. And don't forget to tune into the WRMN Morning Show with Susie C. and Elliot the L Train Serrano, where you've got the Susie C question of the day for Tuesday Blues Day, which is name a male singer with a unique voice. More along the lines of like a statement, but name a male singer with a unique voice, and I still can't figure that one out. And like I said, maybe it was like the guy from Disturbed, and I've already forgotten his name. But I guess it's story time with the Derrick.
Yeah. I kind of want to hear this about you shutting off the game there. What was it, the third quarter? You shut off the game there?
It was after that god-ugly second interception that Caleb Williams threw. It was, I do believe it was at the end of the third quarter.
Right, I remember, because I kind of had the same thought in my head. It was like, I didn't say it out loud, but I was like, game's over. Game's over.
I
didn't say it out loud, though. No.
I was just absolutely thoroughly upset. I had
No.
going in my head with this of all games to come out and absolutely smurf the bed. It was going to be this one against that team. I was livid. I was over. It was done with. I just could not take it anymore. I turned it off. I was doing stuff around the house, and then all of a sudden, nature calls.
Right.
As one experiences in life. So there I am. I'm smurfing, and I've got the phone because, you need some entertainment when you're doing that stuff. And all of a sudden, oh my good graciousness, the Chicago Cubs have signed Alex Bregman.
Right.
And I'm like, wait, this is going absolutely against everything that the Chicago Cubs have been doing. I'm already I'm already pissed off. I'm already like, no, this is like someone having a joke at my expense, because no, I am not going to get my hopes up here that the Cubs actually did something else in free agency and in the offseason, right?
Right.
Okay, so I go through that story, and I go through about probably about like 4 or 5 other different outlets to confirm that was what had actually transpired. So the Chicago Cubs actually landed Alex Bregman at 5 years, $175 million.
As you are.
Oh my good. Okay, let's go. And then I went down to negative town on that one, but that's a story for like tomorrow or something. As far as like the Chicago Cubs and what they may or may not do as far as trading away certain second basemen in this town.
Right, yeah.
And I really, really do not want that to happen. So as I am going through that, and I'm taking my time because, well, still in a pretty bad mood, and I had my Smurf, and then all of a sudden I get a notification from The same place where I got the notification that the Chicago Cubs signed Alex Bregman.
Right.
And I do believe it was Bleacher Report.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
And wait, what is this heading here? The Packers are trying to hold off the Bears?
That must have just made you want to fall over.
Like, how is this even possible? The Bears, who at the end of the third quarter was down something like 21-6, I do believe.
Right, or it was like 21-9.
Or maybe it was 21-3, 21-6, 21-9.
It was somewhere in there.
I don't even recollect what the score was at that particular moment in time. You best believe that I put my phone down, turned it off, because I know that I'm already, if they're saying that the Bears are mounting a comeback and everything, I did not take a look at the score. I did not take a look at what was transpiring, but I had to, I was like, son of a Smurf.
Right.
Now I gotta get back on the thing. Game's being recorded. Fast forwarded to the end of the third quarter. And oh my good graciousness.
Right.
And even after the clock was reading 000, even after Rome Odunze was knocking Ben Johnson to the ground, and even after all of the fans are going absolutely nuts in the stands, I had no reaction.
Right.
I was spent because of the first 3 quarters of that game.
And that's a weird thing. That whole second half, when they came out, I was like, okay, if we want to stay in this game, you need a 3-and-out on that first drive coming out of the locker room.
Check.
And they got that. I was like, okay, maybe something could start here. There's a lot of game left. And then, the offense wasn't there yet, but defense was. I mean, defense was starting to show up. There, the third quarter, I was like, okay, where was this defense an hour and a half and 2 quarters ago?
Oh, you're not lying about that.
I have to say that's the worst, the thing that scares me the most going into Sunday.
What, this Sunday?
Yes. Against the Rams. Defense.
Are we playing with house money at this point?
I mean, we technically are, but you have you've been blessed with another week of football. The Chicago Bears have.
Yes.
You have another week of practice to figure out those issues you had Saturday against the Packers defensively, because there were issues.
Well, yes, there were. And I will say this from last week. I believe it was Colson Loveland that was talking about Ben Johnson and how he was saying that Ben Johnson is like, we've got 5 weeks left.
Right.
Of football. Don't go be making any vacation plans, Packers.
Right.
Don't be making any plans as far as like flights, trips, whatever, because we've got 5 weeks left. Now, after last week's Saturday's victory over the Green Bay Packers, oh, God, I am never tiring of saying that one.
Yeah.
Now they have 4 weeks left.
Right. And he said it in the locker room. And that was 1. And for those who can't see me on YouTube, I'm holding up my finger, but that was 1.
Yeah, and you're not giving me the bird, so.
No. And it's a whole thing of, he said, if you are going to do that and book flights and be ready to go home at a moment's notice, don't do that.
Yeah.
Pack your bags. Don't come in.
Oh, tell me about it.
He wanted a team that was there to play ball.
Yes, and he also said, I can't say what he said as far as the post-game speech and everything that he gave to the. Well, I mean, it kind of fudged the Packers.
Yeah.
Or frack the frackin' Packers.
I will say this.
That's as clean as I could
The
get
Green
it there.
Bay Chicago rivalry is back in full force, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think I've seen the Packers-Bears rivalry this bad and this entertaining in my lifetime. I don't think it's been entertaining since the days of George Halas and Vince Lombardi and George Halas and Curly Lambeau. I don't think it's just going to get better from here, in my opinion.
Well, you weren't around for the coach years, the Mike Ditka years. Those were some pretty good years too. But I mean, how can they not be? Because the Bears Super Bowl back in '85-'86 season, and the back and forth and the absolutely decimation of the NFC back in that day and age. But one thing that I will, and I'm putting this up on the Tube of Views, YouTube at WRMN Radio.
Somebody make me that coffee mug, please.
Yes, it is a Bears orange and blue coffee mug with white lettering saying Packers fan tears. And you're just, as a Chicago Bears fan, you are absolutely drinking and relishing in the Packers fans' tears. I know I am. This is the tip of the iceberg, and at some point this week I will let go of my pettiness for the Green Bay Woodpeckers, the Green Bay Fudge Packers, the cheese turds, if you will. But not yet. Certainly not tomorrow. Maybe Wednesday. Maybe Wednesday. But because I got something for the ass tomorrow. I mean, the Bears are going to be playing on Sunday. What are the Packers doing? Oh yeah, they're packing for vacation.
This is true. And I have to think that Green Bay went into that game so confident of, we know the Bears.
Oh, we
know Ben Johnson. We're ready for them. We want them. And it makes me smile at Caleb Williams' post-game press conference when he was asked about that. He said, they wanted us, and they got us.
You got us, you mother frackers. And how's that working for you? Hey, you are currently listening to Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer and Andrew Scheid. Here on WRMN 1410 AM. Back after these messages.
Are you dreaming of a getaway? Want to leave the stress of daily life behind? Whether it's a relaxing cruise or an adventurous land escape, planning the perfect vacation doesn't have to be a hassle. At Cruises International, they specialize in vacation destinations, land and sea, making your dreams come true. Located at 1721 Moon Lake Boulevard in Hoffman Estates, Cruises International isn't just about booking travel. They're your personal concierge, trusted travel advisor, and advocate. Your preferences are unique, and they'll take the time to understand exactly what you're looking for. From personalized service to their global network of specialists, they ensure that your vacation is tailor-made just for you. It's time to plan the vacation of a lifetime. Call 800-255-7447. That's 800-255-7447 today and speak to a cruise and vacation expert. Cruises International. It's time to set sail to your dream destination.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the better business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Oh, Could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right. So we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Are you suffering with anxiety, depression, PTSD, an eating disorder, or even a substance abuse problem? If it's causing problems at work or with your family, get help now at Insight Mental Health and Wellness. We can help and treat all types of depression and mental issues. We'll help you use your insurance to get away from it all to a beautiful, sunny, and tranquil vacation-like environment so you can recharge yourself. And with a Family Medical Leave Act, you could take the time off you need from work. Plus, with the Affordable Care Act, your treatment could be 100% covered if you're suffering from any kind of anxiety, depression, PTSD, eating disorder, or even a substance abuse problem. Use your insurance and get away from it all. Come to sunny California. Call Insight Mental Health and Wellness now. 800-419-0287. 800-419-0287. 800-419-0287. That's 800-419-0287.
And welcome back into Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer and Andrew Scheid. And as I put up the SI.com/NFL/Caleb Williams iconic cheese grating celebration of the Bears win over the Packers. Caleb Williams has got that foam cheese grater hat on, standing next to, I have no idea who he's standing.
I believe that's DJ Moore in the middle.
DJ Moore in the middle, Colson Loveland, the Bears phenom rookie tight end. And man, how much fun are they having in that photo? And I mean, how much fun are we having as Chicago Bears fans?
I mean, I think that photo just expresses how every single Bears fan is feeling today. That photo is worth 1,000 words.
I could bang that bell all the way until Sunday, and then I got to put it away because, well, it's just another playoff game. But man, from the start of this season, okay, let's backtrack. And if I had the commands and everything pulled up, I would do the. Remember back on draft night?
Yes.
And remember when the Chicago Bears took Colston Loveland?
Very much so.
First.
Yep.
And we were all of us. Myself, you, Marcus Mack, Mike Napolitano. I do believe there was like one or two other people here in studio that I forget about because, well, old age. And we were all, what the hell are the Chicago Bears doing taking Colson Loveland in the first round? Well, you know what?
Calls about that too, remember?
I was wrong. And quite honestly, I can point the thumb. I can point the thumb where, what about Warren? What about the tight end that went down to the Indianapolis Colts? You know what? Do not care. Colson Loveland is the dude. He is the next generation's superstar for the Chicago Bears. You got Caleb Williams, you got Rome Odunze, you got Kyle Monangai. These guys, well, and it's probably going to be sad in another few years when their contracts are up because I don't believe you're going to be able to keep them all. But right now, judging off of the fact that Colston Loveland had 8 receiving 8 catches for 137 yards and was the prime target, no pun intended, because it was on prime, wasn't it?
Yes.
He is, there's even a picture there with him holding the prime mic. But Colston Loveland is going to be the security blanket that Taylor Kelsey is or was for Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, and how Gronk was for Tom Brady. So for the next few years, this is going to be an awesome, awesome thing.
Okay, I was just curious because we were talking about the draft and people called us were actually upset we didn't take Tyler Warren. So I was looking at season stats here for they're both their first years.
Yep.
Tyler Warren had 76 receptions, 817 yards, 4 touchdowns, averaged about 10.8 yards per reception. Colston Loveland, 58 receptions, 713 yards, 6 touchdowns, 12.3 yards per carry.
Yeah, per catch.
I'd take Loveland.
Yeah, and people in my group text thread are still saying that Warren is a much better tight end over Colston Loveland.
Not to me.
And
he has 20 more catches and only 100 more yards.
Yeah.
If Loveland had 76 receptions on the year, he'd be over 1,000 yards.
Yeah, he would be one of the other Bears that had gotten over 1,000 yards. And that was and this is just a simple thing of learning Ben Johnson's system, learning how to use all of the key cogs. And even Ben Johnson saying at the very beginning of the season that they are not going to hit their stride until December. Well,
right. And he was right.
And he was 100% right. This is January. This is playoff time. This is football. And I drink from the fans of the Packers fans' tears. And it's absolutely delicious.
Yeah, it is delicious.
So, I mean, I cannot be any happier with how the game is and how I was able to share my catharsis with you, Andrew, on this afternoon, joining me here on Big Top Sports. So thank you for coming in.
Oh, always. I love co-hosting with you here on Monday nights.
I do appreciate your time. And real quick, what do you think about the matchup against the Rams? Real quick.
It's going to be a tough one, but the Bears can pull it out.
I do share the same sentiments because I do also believe that the Chicago Bears are going to be able to pull it out, and I will share my thoughts on that later on in the week. Maybe even get into some vacation plans. I'm not exactly sure why that popped into my head, a la Packers. But this is WRMN 1410 AM, Big Top Sports. Yours truly, Derrick Geyer and Andrew Scheid.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids right here in our own backyard are facing hunger every day? Without healthy food, it's harder to grow, to thrive, to feel their best.
The impact when children don't have enough to eat is tremendous because when you're hungry and your basic needs aren't being met, you cannot learn.
Every child deserves to be fed. This is a problem we know how to solve. Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Breakfast in the classroom contributes to kids being more focused